Welcome to the Wednesday, November 6th version of the map discussion. As you can probably see, you have this nice little system taking shape out in the Four Corners region, small area of high pressure in between, and then another system across the Ohio River Valley into the southern parts of the Mississippi River Valley with high pressure off the coast of the Carolinas. And this is providing some pretty warm temperatures for November. It is what it is. It does not feel like November, as you can tell. It's warm at night and a little warm during the days. In fact, over the next couple of nights, especially areas across the western Carolinas, we'll be seeing near record high minimum temperatures in the mornings. And it's all thanks to this slow moving system that's across the Ohio River and Mississippi River valleys. That and this high pressure off the coast bringing in warm, moist air across the Carolinas. So let's get into it. Here's what the surface map looks like now. You have the frontal system across the Ohio River Valley. As we make our way through the day today, this is valid. Let's see. This is valid 8 a.m. this morning. Showers and thunderstorms across the frontal boundary in the Ohio River valleys. This will make its way towards the east very, very slowly. And as it does so, it's going to there's going to be some interaction between our Hurricane Raphael and this frontal system, and it's looking more and more likely that some heavier precipitation will fall across central parts of South Carolina, starting tonight in through tomorrow. This is 8 a.m. You still see some pretty likely chances of showers and thunderstorms across the vast majority of South Carolina into Georgia and sneaking into the southern parts of the sandhills of North Carolina as tropical moisture is being fetched off the Gulf and Atlantic Oceans due to Raphael and with the aid of that high pressure system off the coast. But as the influence starts to wane by 8 a.m. Friday morning, a couple of things happen. One, the cold front crosses the area, and with it, the showers and thunderstorms kind of reside. And that high pressure center, this is 8 a.m. Saturday, starts to have more of an influence. So areas across South Carolina could see up to 3 or 4 inches of rain with locally higher amounts. We'll get to that in a minute. But another storm system takes shape across the southern plains and central plains, and that is forecast to go northeast, and high pressure remains in control through 8 a.m. Sunday, November 10th, and then it doesn't. It's going to be warm again on Monday, November 11th, as this next frontal system makes its way eastward, and by Wednesday morning, 8 a.m., we have another storm system bringing in warm, moist air with high pressure remaining in control. Now, in these situations, you see the high pressure center is over southeastern Canada, and it's nosing its way down through the eastern seaboard. And with the warm front and backdoor cold front here, kind of situated to the south. In this situation, so like for instance, Tuesday, November 12th and Wednesday, November 13th, it might be kind of cool and rainy. When I say cool, probably highs towards the low 70s, and it's going to be overcast and misty because this is pretty indicative of a cold air damming event, which is pretty common across the Carolinas, especially the foothills and Piedmont sections of the Carolinas this time of year. So this is the 6-hour precipitation as forecast by the National Blend of Models. This takes in every single model from the world and kind of averages them together, some statistical techniques. But anyways, you can see the frontal system across the Carolinas, or the Ohio River Valley into the southern parts of the Mississippi River Valley. And as we go forward in time, this is the precipitation expected to fall within 6 hours. So this is ending tonight at 8 or 7 p.m. So between 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. this afternoon, some up to 1.5 inches, maybe even locally higher amounts across parts of central Georgia. And now this is going to be making its way into South Carolina through this evening and into tomorrow morning. So between 7 a.m. and 1 a.m., you can expect some values up here, 1 to 2 inches of rain within that 6-hour period across central parts of South Carolina, places like Augusta, Savannah mainly, and just getting into the southern parts of Columbia. And then through the day, that kind of weakens, and less rain is going to be in the forecast Thursday afternoon. So as you make your way to work Thursday morning, just be mindful that there's going to be some wet roads out there and some probably locally heavy rain across these parts of the central and southern parts of South Carolina. All right, taking a look at Hurricane Rafael. It's expected to go across Cuba within the next 12 to 24 hours. And then after that, remain as a Category 2 storm, and then slowly weaken after 2.5 days, and then kind of slow down and kind of hang out here in the northwestern Gulf of Mexico. And as it does so, it'll weaken. The spaghetti plots look like this. You can tell, like, after about 3 or 4 days, either it's going to go south towards Mexico or north towards Louisiana. That northern model, however, is the only one. The CMC, the Canadian model, is the only one taking it to the United States mainland. All the other ones, including the official National Hurricane Center track, still keep it over the Gulf of Mexico, or going south towards Mexico in the next 4 or 5 days. The only aspect that people along the Gulf Coast of Florida, some higher surf, and maybe as the storm makes its closest approach within the next 24 to 36 hours, some tropical storm force winds along the Keys, and maybe like extreme southeastern or southwestern sections of Florida. But meanwhile, it's just going to just hang out here and have no direct impact on the U.S. mainland, which is great news. So taking a look at the total precipitation between now and 1 p.m. Friday, November 8th, you can see that the vast majority of the South Carolina, south of the upstate, like Columbia, about 3 inches, towards Augusta, about 5 inches of rain over the next couple of days. So there are some flooding risks, especially in the higher amounts of the rainfall totals within the next couple of days. Again, this rainfall will start tonight and last through Thursday. So just be careful out there, and be mindful of any flood warnings issued by your National Weather Service and have a way to get those warnings out and receive them, either through, make sure your emergency notifications are turned on your phone, or you have a NOAA weather radio. Water vapor imagery. You can see that storm system out west is taking shape with the frontal system across the Ohio River and lower Mississippi River valleys, with some showers and thunderstorms along that. You can also see Hurricane Rafael make its approach to Cuba in this water vapor imagery. So yeah, that about does it for this particular map discussion. Just be mindful of some flooding risks along like anywhere from Augusta, Georgia to Columbia, South Carolina, points south and eastward. Mainly, we're concerned with some flooding areas in that region, and this extends southwestward towards just south of Montgomery, south of Atlanta, between Macon and Atlanta, and into South Carolina. So it's going to be kind of not a widespread area, but a pretty good area of some heavy rain, with some locally heavier rain inducing some flooding. Yeah, so that about does it for this one. If I need to, I'll update sometime between now and Friday morning with this rainfall event. But in other cases, be careful out there, and I'll see you in the next one.